Hello, you lovely lot. Welcome back to my channel, where I am your storyteller, shining a light on brilliant folks like Felix Mendelssohn. Today, we're stepping into his world, a proper genius who gave us music like that famous wedding march you hear when someone's walking down the aisle. He was a composer, pianist, and conductor, born in 1809 in Hamburg, Germany, and gone way too soon at 38 in 1847. His life was short, but it was packed with cracking tunes, deep faith, and some proper tough times. I'm not here to call him a hero or a villain. I'm just telling his story, showing you what he faced and how he turned it into music. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive into Felix's world with a bit of artistic flair. Picture growing up in a house that's dead posh, like your family's throwing fancy parties where everyone's chatting about art and books. That was Felix's life. His granddad Moses Mendelssohn was a big deal, a thinker who helped Jewish folks fit into German life while staying proud of who they were. His dad, Abraham, was a sharp banker, and his mum Leah came from a rich family with a huge estate called Bartholdy, which they later added to their name. Felix had 3 siblings, including his sister Fanny, who was a musical star herself. They moved to Berlin when Felix was a toddler because of some dodgy war stuff with Napoleon and his dad's business. Their home was like the cool hangout spot. Imagine your maid's place, where everyone gathers for a sing-along, but it's poets and musicians jamming together. This fancy life gave Felix a head start, but it also set him up for some proper drama, especially around religion. Religion was like walking a tightrope for Felix. His family was Jewish by blood, but they chose to become Lutheran Christians to fit into German society. It's like trying to blend in at a new school while still being yourself. At first, Felix and his siblings didn't have much religion growing up. Then, in 1816, when he was 7, they all got baptized as Lutherans. His parents followed in 1822, slapping Bartholdy on their surname like a badge, saying, "We're Christians now." Felix took his faith to heart, and it poured into his music later on. But he never ditched his Jewish roots. He was proud of his granddad Moses, and even helped get his books out there. It's like sticking to your nan's curry recipe, even if you are eating fish and chips now. Being both Christian and Jewish by heritage put him in a right pickle. Some Jewish folks felt his family had betrayed them, giving them the cold shoulder. Meanwhile, some Christians still saw him as the Jewish lad, no matter how often he went to church. It's like being caught between 2 mate groups who don't get on and neither fully trust you. Felix was a proper whiz kid, like that friend who's annoyingly good at everything. He was tickling the piano and writing songs before he was even a teenager. His teacher, Karl Zelter, was like a cool uncle who knew all the big names, introducing Felix to folks like the poet Goethe. By 12, he was churning out symphonies. Imagine a kid today building an entire app from scratch. At 16, he wrote the String Octet, a tune so perfect it's like your go-to playlist for a sunny day. A year later, he whipped up the overture to A Midsummer Night's Dream, which sounds like fairies dancing in your ears. By his 20s, he was zooming around Europe, playing gigs and leading orchestras. In 1829, at just 20, he pulled off a massive win. He brought back Bach's St. Matthew Passion, a masterpiece that was like an old CD gathering dust. That gig made Felix a star and put Bach back in the spotlight, like digging up a classic film and making it go viral on TikTok. But even with all this talent, Felix couldn't shake the drama of his background. Now let's chat about his music, because that's where Felix let his heart sing. As a Lutheran, he wrote songs that were like love notes to his faith. His Oratorio St. Paul from 1836 is about a bloke in the Bible finding Christianity. It's got melodies that hit you right in the feels, like a tearjerker movie scene. Then there's Elijah from 1846 about a prophet, which was such a banger that crowds went wild for it. His Reformation Symphony was like a big cheer for the Lutheran Church, celebrating a key moment in its history. He also wrote music for psalms, like Psalm 42, and a hymn called Hear My Prayer, with a bit called Oh for the Wings of a Dove, that's so beautiful it's like hearing your favorite song for the first time. Even his non-churchy stuff had a deeper side. Some reckon his Cantata die erste Walpurgisnacht about pagans standing up to Christians was Felix's way of saying, I know what it's like to feel out of place. It's like posting a vague status on Instagram about your struggles. His music was how he shared his story without shouting it. Life wasn't all rosy though. Felix's Jewish roots made things tricky, no matter how Christian he was. Some Jewish folks gave his family the side-eye for converting, like they ditched their team. It's like when your mates stop texting you because you've joined a new club. On the Christian side, Felix got snubbed too. Like in 1833, when he missed out on a big conducting job in Berlin, and folks whispered it was because of his Jewish background. Later, a composer named Richard Wagner wrote a nasty article called Judaism in Music, slagging off Felix's work and blaming his heritage. Pure spite, that was. It's like getting trolled online just for being you. Things got worse after Felix died. In the Nazi era, his music was banned, his statues were smashed, and his name was wiped from awards, all because of his Jewish roots. It's gutting, like seeing your favorite local shop shut down for no reason. But Felix's music was his fight back. Every note was like saying, I'm still here and I'm still me. His achievements, blimey, they're massive. He wrote 5 symphonies, the Italian ones all sunny and cheerful, like a weekend getaway, and the Scottish ones moody, like a rainy day in the hills. His violin concerto in E minor from 1844 is so good, it's like the ultimate love song for violinists. His songs without words for piano are like little stories you can hum along to. He wasn't just writing music, he was a conductor, running the show at Leipzig's Gewandhaus Orchestra. And he started the Leipzig Conservatory in 1843, like opening a school for future pop stars. He loved Britain, popping over 10 times, playing his tunes and even hanging out with Queen Victoria. Imagine having a cuppa with royalty. Felix was like a bridge between old school classical music and the new romantic stuff, and he made composers like Bach and Handel cool again. On the personal side, Felix was a proper family man. He married Cecile, a pastor's daughter, in 1837, and they had 5 kids. He was mad about them, like a dad who's always snapping pics of his little ones. But life threw some punches. His sister Fanny, who was just as talented, died suddenly in May 1847, and it broke him. Felix's health wasn't great either. He worked himself silly, and strokes ran in the family. His granddad Moses had one, and Felix started having them too. By November 1847, at just 38, he was gone after a few strokes. Thousands showed up to his funeral, like a massive farewell party for a mate everyone loved. His short life left some songs unfinished, but what he did make was pure magic. So what's Felix's legacy? It's like asking if your favorite band is the best ever. Depends who you ask. He changed music forever, mixing old and new styles and making Bach a legend again. His conservatory trained tons of musicians, and his tunes, from the wedding march to his oratorios, are still played everywhere, like a classic song that never gets old. But some folks, like Wagner, thought his music was too neat, like a room that's too tidy to feel lived in. And the hate he got for his Jewish roots, especially during the Nazi years, dimmed his shine for a bit. Thankfully, his music roared back after the war, proving he was bigger than the haters. Felix was a lad who faced tough times but kept making music that spoke of faith, struggle, and hope. And that's Felix Mendelssohn's story, folks. A bloke who lived fast, loved hard, and left us songs that still touch our hearts. As your storyteller, I'm just opening a window into his world, showing you his faith, his music, and the battles he fought. If this tale hit the spot, give us a thumbs up subscribe, and drop a comment about which composer you want next. Cheers for watching. Catch you in the next one.